Okay, so I want to go through the most sought after agency service in 2023 onwards. Okay, now let's go through what it's not. This is not UGC for TikTok. This is not running paid ads based on performance. And this is probably nothing that you have ever heard before, right? I have nothing against those services, but I think they're quite overrated, particularly once you understand the bigger problem. So before I get into what this service is, let's go into what the big problem is that I would say 99% of agencies are just neglecting, okay? So I want you to imagine for me that you are a CEO of a massive company, right? Let's say you spend $1 million on ads every single month, right? So just picture that. I want you to imagine that one day you're at your desk and one of your head media buyers comes in and they say, hey, we've discovered there's this glitch in the system when running paid ads. And what's happening is 70% of everything that you spend just disintegrates. And you're like, what? They're like, yeah, it's just gone. And you're like, so essentially what you're saying is 70% of my budget is just lost. And they're like, yeah, we're really sorry. So you're losing 70% of your budget. So that's $700,000 that you waste every single month. And the only way to continue getting clients is to continue wasting money. Now take that feeling and I want you to imagine that weeks, months go by of you just wasting money again, every single month, $700,000 just, right? And imagine you're sitting at your desk one night and the stress in the back of your head and you're angry and you're just, and you read an email and it's from an advertising agency and it says, hey, I can help you spend money on paid ads, but I can do it better than the competitor. How angry would you? So this is the point I'm trying to make, is that big companies don't want to spend more on paid ads as soon as they realize that they have a leaky funnel, okay? So I want to talk about today about the 70% problem every single business or online business in America has, right? And this can be solved with the service I'm going to share with you. So what is this problem? Essentially, 70% of any traffic that is sent to any website within the United States and more is wasted, right? I'm going to focus on the US for now, okay? So that means that if you have a landing page and you send 1,000 clicks to it, 70% of it is probably not even going to be pixeled or matched up. So the data is just completely lost, gone, completely burnt, right? It's actually lower. I would say the Facebook pixel, Google pixel, everything like that, it only pixels about 15, maybe 20% of traffic that you think you're getting. So this is a huge problem. There is billions being spent every single year on advertising, on digital advertising across Facebook, Google, Amazon, whatever. And 70% of that is just completely wasted. It's spent on data that they can't even access or not matching up. So this is the big expensive problem. And we're gonna solve it in 2023 and show you how to do it so that you can actually set your agency apart by using this service. So here's how to fix this big problem. I'm gonna introduce you guys to something called identity resolution. Now, this is something I talk about a lot on this channel because we have this set up in the Ads Lab, which is our own pixel that we developed. And what it does is traffic that hits a website, it is able to then identify anonymous identifiers like the cookie, IP, email. There's identifiers that you can get and you can pull that out and you can match that across a database, right? So we have our in-house database of 270 million people and we're able to match up that 70% of traffic to real profiles and send it back to the ad platforms, okay? Okay, so that is the big expensive problem. This problem is worth billions. And every single business or every single online website in America is dealing with this problem right now, okay? So knowing this, you don't want to keep running paid ads for clients. As soon as they find out that their 70% of their spend is completely just wasted, they're going to be focused 110% on stopping the bleeding. So if you want to get ahead and you want to have a good, irresistible offer that is not only going to make people feel stupid for saying no, but get people fired for saying no, you want to gear away from just adding to the problem and getting people to spend more and focus on helping them actually fix the gap. This is this gaping hole of that 70% problem. So that's the problem. Let's go through the fix and what this agency service is. Okay, so let me show you how this works. So essentially, I'm in a website called ecommerceranker.com and you can see here that it has the top ranked websites and e-commerce stores in terms of traffic and sales and so forth. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just look at what has the most traffic. So let's look at, I'm actually going to choose something a little bit smaller just so we can get a better number here. So I'm going to choose Gymshark, right? When looking at about 2 million hits per month, right? So let's go to Gymshark, open up the website and plug it into this calculator. So this is a calculator we developed to show the power of how you can sell this to these big brands, okay? And anybody can do this, so long as you have the tech. And I'll show you how to get it right after this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the amount of traffic they have. So let's have a look here. So we're looking at about 2.6 million. So I'm gonna just put it as 2 million to be conservative. So we're gonna put 2 million, right? Now, let's go into what their overall average order value is. So I'm going to head over to here and we're looking at average order value, Gymshark, average order value. Okay, so we're looking at about 35 bucks. So let's go under here and let's put $35. So we're going to go to deal value, average order value, doesn't matter. So we're going to put let's put $40 because they probably have upsells, okay? Now, average conversion rate, we're gonna put it at like 3%. Cost per acquisition, right? These guys, assuming they're pretty savvy on ads, let's put it at like at least they'd be getting, I mean, anything that's like a $40 AOV, you're gonna look at cost per acquisition when you're looking at probably like 20 bucks, something like that. All right, so we know the estimated spend is about 1.2 million. Let's see if that adds up. How much are they spending on ads? Let's see here. I don't know if we can see the exact spend. So we know their monthly revenue is around $3 million. So that's, their spend's gonna be under there. So we're just taking a guess at this point. All right, so let's go back to here. Let's say, for an example, the estimated spend is about 1.2 million, all right? Could be a little bit less, but let's just be, you know, quite conservative. So that's cool. And a lot of people are like, okay, how can we help this metric, so forth. But as you can see here, if they have a 3% conversion rate, that is 1.9 million people that they're missing out on, right? So that is 1.9 million people that is just completely vanquished, it's just gone, right? Now, what's crazy about this is even if they have a Facebook pixel or a Google pixel, it's not going to retarget a good chunk of these people. So out of this 1.9 people, only about 15% is going to be retargeted. So that's why all the lookalikes and everything for this company, if they're not using this, is going to suck, right? So we're going to put in our match rate. We usually get a 60 to 70% match rate, but I'm going to put 50%. But I'm going to put 50% to be a little bit more conservative, right? So 50% of that, we're looking at about 970,000 matches, right? So we could put a pixel, a piece of technology on this website. It's just a simple line of code, and it's going to get us 970,000 leads every single month, right? For this company here, okay? Now get this. Let's say that we want to verify them, all right? So like we're getting all these leads. Now, different verification works on different ESPs, like email sending providers. So let's say we're going to verify 80% of them because we double clean it, right? But we usually can see higher. So we're talking 776,000 verified emails that have been to their website that we now have, okay? Now, let's say for an example that we're able to go to these guys and we're able to say, hey, look, we are able to get you 776,000 emails every single month based on website traffic that you're missing out on, okay? First of all, they're gonna be totally freaked out. Second of all, they're gonna be like, when can we start, right? It doesn't matter how big the brand is. I've seen absolutely ginormous brands that are doing millions and millions of dollars every single month eat this offer up, right? So let's say you're then gonna go to them and you're gonna say, what if I can reactivate about 10% of these leads, right? So basically you send an email to these 776,000 leads and you reactivate at least 10% of them, okay? Fairly easy. And then you say, now based on that, what if then, you know, out of the people that I reactivate, that 10%, we're gonna put this here, what if 3% actually buy, okay? Now, this is a crazy number here. Pay attention, don't worry. So the current CPA, we're looking at like $20, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play with this number here, and this is how much we're gonna charge them per match. So I'm gonna put in here, and I'm gonna put in 25 cents. Let's do 10 cents, go here. So we need to play with this a little bit. Let's put this up to 4. looking about $25. I think they would still pay that. But you know, let's be conservative. Let's put this up at 11%. Okay, so let's break this down a little bit more. So essentially, we can go to this massive brand and we can say, first of all, hey, I'm looking at the numbers and I can see that you're missing out on 1.9 million people per month, assuming that your sales conversion rate or your website conversion rate is 3%, right? Or less. That means that you're missing out on 1.9 million people, right? You can say, I can guarantee that I can get you about 776,000 match profiles from this, just using this technology. And I'll even email them for you so that you're able to bring in an estimated $136,000 back every single month. And you don't have to spend money on ads. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is basically let me install this tiny little code on the website and I'll handle the rest. Boom. Who's going to say no to that? I'll tell you, no one, every single person that we pitch this to has been like, yes, sign me up, let's do it. There has been zero pushback. And usually people are charging a lot more than 10 cents. I know some guys that are charging about 70 cents per lead, which is just insanity. However, you're banking $77,000 per month from this one account. Right now, this is an extreme case. I'm not going to say that you can do this and you can make $77,000 per month straight away. But what I'm saying is trying to get you to understand the potential that if you do this, you can easily charge per match and you can get to 6 figures a month, right? Resolving identities and being able to reactivate their dead customers or their lost traffic, all right? So that is how powerful this is. So I'm going to link this below, and I'm going to link this site as well so you can actually play with sites yourself. And if you guys want to learn how to use this process and how to use this service, and you want your agency to stand out in 2023 onwards with a service that big businesses actually care about, I want you to hit the link and book a time, and we can help you out with that. Otherwise, go through this, have some value, and I hope you've enjoyed this video.